Alright, we should be back up and going here. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what was causing that, but we'll get back to it here. And we'll discuss this crash. So let's get to it. I hope it's good. I hope it's good for you guys. I had to change the quality to normal latency for high quality viewer playback and higher resolutions. So it looks green on my end, so let's talk about it. We're even dropping lower and lower and lower right now. It's beautiful. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, looks good to me. Looks good to you. All right. We're dropping lower here on Bitcoin, and we predicted this here at Back to Tech. It was very easy to do, and a lot of people are calling out this news about the U.S. Trade Commission sending out these subpoenas or subpoenas. I suck at pronouncing shit. It's just how I am. They're sending out subpoenas to big ass crypto exchanges. So let's hear it. So markets are falling due to people are speculating. Some are figuring that the U.S. CFTC, which is the Federal Trade Commission, has subpoenaed several large exchanges, including Coinbase, Kraken, and Bitstamp, on ongoing price manipulation investigation. Like I was saying, guys, this is real. No problem, Robstar. What's up to the people who are up late? This was real, and this shit was real, and I told you guys it was happening. That's why it was going on for so long, and the prices were being held up, and now all these buyers are just disappearing. Because they were all fake. There wasn't enough sellers there. They're just all fake. People are just dumping. And we're going to get a little sideways action. It'll continue a dump because these people are going to go to jail. There's people who are going to go to jail because they were price manipulating Bitcoin and causing these massive rallies. We probably should have died out a little sooner. But, there's a lot of price manipulation. And it's not even just Bitcoin. I think it's more so Ethereum and Litecoin. Ethereum being the biggest because Ethereum just skyrocketed here not long ago. And look, it's dying fast. We're already at 559, baby. 559. Woo, 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 woo. I'm pumped. 558. $1. I'm $1 richer. Okay, let's not be douches here. But you can see we were calling this out, and it was hard. But hey, you see that Ethereum had a crazy bounce from 300 to 800, retracing almost back to when Bitcoin was at 11,000. So I think Ethereum had the most price manipulation, and you see these huge sell-offs, and we're going to have another fat one. It's because the price was manipulated, and this flash crash is not a flash crash for no reason. So news is also emerging. South Korea crypto exchange has been hacked. It's currently like 90th in the world with just 2.6 million in trading volume. They've been hacked. So a lot of these people are getting hacked. A lot of these coins are just proving to be shit. And I don't say that with any, meaning of the word, like, out of it. I can't. They're just shit. No one is using these coins to trade as currencies. They're using it as fields of investment choices. And this is exactly what I was predicting and anticipating. I don't like to predict. I like to anticipate. About 3 months ago to 2 months ago. It just takes time to happen. And we were talking about this in the live stream earlier. So I'm glad we have 10 people in here. Keep sharing it. We want to talk about this all night. Because this is really, really hot news. Today's just another example of Happy Red Sunday. I guess that's a thing. I don't know. I just know that these cryptocurrencies are dying, and it's great. And you can see we have a long ways to go. I mean, a lot of people here, they're just looking at the 1 hour chart, and I'm seeing this all over YouTube, and I really want to clarify this, guys. This, when you zoom in here and you draw trend lines, they're only trend lines for temporary reasons, and temporary reasons are gonna, they're gonna break, and these temporary trend lines will only hold up for hours. And you could see Ethereum's volume hasn't even kicked in yet, and we've been selling off. Look at that. That looks big right there, yeah. Okay, a couple thousand, but look at the sell-off here, and I mean, the volume is just getting worse and worse, and there's just no buying. And look how far we have to go. I mean, the start was at 40. I think we're going to go to about right here at 190, 200. Call me crazy. People were calling me crazy about shorting, Ether here at 800 and 700 and 600. Even here, they're saying, you're a pessimist. Well, it's happening. And I don't try to brag in people's faces saying, oh, well, I predicted this. Well, I'm the only YouTuber who came out here and said, be ready to short Ethereum. Be ready to short Bitcoin. And my viewers know that. And the videos are out there for you guys to watch, and it was a very simple tactic. You just take your time, be patient, use JAFX, and I mean it takes time. But look, the fruits of your labor were rewarded in just one day, and that's just the first day. Ethereum, which was the one I recommended for everyone to short, is down over $40. Times that by 10 coins is $400. Using JAFX, you only have to put $200 in that to get that much short with a good amount of leverage. And the more money you have, you could put up $5,000. You could have at least got 40 coins, and that's a ton of money. That's $1,600 off the top. So it's good money, and there's it's profitable investment, and there's just not enough people out there letting you know. And I'm not gonna go out there and try to point out these other YouTubers, but they're just blasphemy. It's blasphemy. They're pointing out nonsense information. And I'm not saying cryptocurrency is bad. I'm not saying crypto is not good. There is opportunity, just not now to go long. Why are you going long here? I mean, when a year ago, the cryptocurrency was worth, okay, we're in June, the cryptocurrency was worth here about 240, and now it's worth 560. You think that's a discount after it's failed to hit new highs 1, 2, 3, 4, and a fifth time? Every time making a lower low? So what do you think's going to happen? Well, we're going to make a new low, probably here. We'll get a little shit bounce, and then a dump. And I think Ethereum is definitely going to go back. I would love to see sub 100. I would love to. It's going to take a while, though. Bitcoin, I'm seeing sub 4,000. That's where I'm seeing it. And, I mean, we're taking this out in one day. I want to show you guys what I was anticipating and how you can use it to make money. This is simply what I try to stream about. And yes, I'm drinking some coffee. It's late, but fuck it. Who cares? You could see, when I was pointing this out in the live stream here, guys, we saw that we had an engulfing bearish candle. And this was pointed out in the live stream on the 4th. And when I said that if these candles can't break a new high, and it did fake out and try to break a new high, but it couldn't close above it, no problem, bro. I'm just trying to support the people out here who want to make real money. When it couldn't hold this high, and you see this was the fake out on the daily, when it failed to hold that, that's where you short, and you see it was followed up by a red day, and I was telling you guys, we're going to start crashing, and into the weekend, here we go, we start crashing, and we get it on a Saturday, and nobody's thinking about it, and then boom. You know, I said the 12 and 26 EMAs were good indicators, because what they do is the computers trade off the 12 and 26. So if we turn on the 26, right here, excuse me, turn that on, you can see it's just intertwining with the price and pushing it lower and lower and lower. And I'm pointing out all the higher lows here. Just higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. Here was the fake out. This was the bull trap that I was telling everyone about, okay? Because this is the bullish engulfing and then the trap. And then, you know, we're going lower. I guarantee by Monday to Tuesday, we're going to be below 7,000. And people would just consider it a good dip buy. And it's foolish. Do not enslave yourself with losses. I'm telling you guys, do not. This is a classic bubble pattern. It's always been a classic bubble pattern, and it always will be, because human nature repeats itself over and over and over. This is just an indicator of emotions, okay? And you can see the bear side is a lot harder to take unless you get it right away. You know, right here, we're still retracing the move from November to December, okay? And this is December all the way to freaking June. That's 6 months, 6 to 7 months, you know? And we're still retracing that. So now I think we're going to have a lot of a stronger fall here, because now it's just lost the steam. Everyone's throwing in the towel. And, you know, all these guys who are saying, Bitcoin's going to the moon, Bitcoin's doing this. Are they going to make you money? Are they going to come and, take your losses away? They're not. So that's why you think for yourself. And that's what I've been trying to say on this channel. Think for yourself. You know, look at these YouTubers and then use your mind, because that's what the creator gave you, your mind, to think and rationalize someone else's opinion and ask if it's factual or not. And I tried to give you guys facts. You know, with investor sentiment from the Google Trends being low and all these YouTubers just beefing up crypto, 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 it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. Blockchain is going to change the world. Just understand, this is just not the time to buy. It's over. You short. And now we're going to lead into the last 1 to 2 cycles of the bear market, and I'm seeing this, and I'll demonstrate it right here. We're going to start to fall pretty quickly here, and we're going to start to flatten out. And once a recession starts to hit the U.S. stock market, which I expect to start here, we'll start to spike back up again, okay? And that's when cryptocurrency will start taking a form of gold and silver that it hasn't had before. Because when I did further research, cryptocurrency was actually, excuse me, we got to go to another exchange here. We'll go to Poloniex. Okay, right here. Oh no, that one doesn't have it. So I'm going to demonstrate this point here when Bitcoin was actually used, okay, as a hedge to inflation, to financial crisis. I just need to find the correct. Bittrex might have it. Nope. There's only a certain amount of brokers. I'm sorry. There's only a certain amount of brokers that show the 2014 run. Okay, so here we go. This run was actually due in part to a lot of the financial uneasiness in the market. And that's why people were buying it. And you could see cryptocurrency blew up. October, and the bull side's always easier to play. That's why people love it. October to December, you run and peak that eye. And look, we go back and retrace that low by 2015 of January. So it takes forever to retrace it. And that's why going there is a lot harder and people don't like it. But hey, it's easy money. And I expect us to do the same thing because I said, again, it's almost the same pattern. Let's screenshot this, okay? And I'm trying to show you guys technical analysis and facts from previous time frames. So here we go. And this was not long ago. This was in 2014, guys. I got a lot of screenshots here because, I like data. This is, we're analyzing and we're taking an analysis of data, okay? So we're going to zoom in here. Okay, and I'm going to try to keep this, I'm going to change the color of this chart to white. So it might be a little bright on the eyes here, but it's going to, showcase what we're trying to look at here. So this is the current Bitcoin breakdown. Okay, so we just got some simple, lines of resistance. I'll move these for people who just don't want anything in their way. And I'll just put the current resistance I have marked right there. So this is very bright. Okay, and I hope it's not too bright on your eyes, but this is how I'm going to demonstrate and compare and contrast the past bubble and the current bubble. And I've done this before, and you guys can go back and watch that. Look how similar this is. Okay, so we have here the huge top. Okay, and we're going to highlight this. Okay, oh shit. All right, sorry, it's a little late here, but we're going to highlight this. Let's marker tool. Here we go. So why the hell is that not highlighting? Stupid Mac. Alright, so it doesn't want to highlight, but I want to make this clear point here. Sorry, give me a second. I know. Okay, so we use this arrow. Oh, come on, this thing sucks. Look, this is just a fail. Okay, whatever. We'll do this anyway. So here we go. This is the previous bubble in Bitcoin. Now look at the current. How similar does this look? So if you can just follow my cursor here, just because I don't know how this really works and this is not working too well. I want to actually use, okay. So this was the high, okay? We'll put high, okay? And then we get a second high, okay? And we'll zoom out here. Okay, so we have the high and we have the second high. And then what do we have here? Okay, and I'm going to paintbrush this. We have the first high and we have the second high. Very similar price action with a huge dip. Okay, and we could see this huge dip here. The huge dip. We'll call it fat ass dip. Just to make it a little fun, We got a fat ass dip right there, okay? And people buy it. That was a great dip buy. If you dip bought it on this time and this time, it was a great buy. And look how similar the chart patterns are, okay? And then we come here on the new Bitcoin chart, and I'm going to use a different color here just so it's a little better on the eyes. Use black, okay? And we have the second higher low. So we have this right here, right there. You see this huge dip? So second fat ass dip. Okay, so we'll draw another text box. Second kind of fat ass dip. Okay, we're just trying to have some fun here. It sounds retarded, but I mean, I'm trying to keep you guys aware of what's going on, and I'm trying to keep it, a little entertaining here. So we have the second fat ass dip. People buy again. People were still bullish at this time. I was even bullish. Okay, and we have this dip, and this is where I started to get bearish here. I actually dip bought Bitcoin right here, and you could see that in my past videos, and you could see it does the same type of pattern here that it does right here. You can see that it's a little different, but right there, right here, we have that little upward little pattern. Shit. Okay, well, we're gonna have to push here. You can see right here, you have this little pattern right here where you go back up and retest the lows, making a lower low. Okay, it looking like it's gonna break lower and then breaks out here. That's the same thing that happened right here. Okay, on this, we'll say third fat ass dip, and this was one of the last dips. Okay, so right here, third dip. Okay, and then you have a rally. Okay, very similar to what we had right here. Okay, so we have that first dip, which is right here, the high. Okay, the fat ass dip, second high, demonstrated right here, and then the third high, which is a little bit smaller, huge dip, but third high. And guys, these price points are crazy. Okay, from 10,000 to 17, then we have a dump from that point all the way down to 8,000 or 9,000, back up to 12. So this is crazy money, and then we dip down, which is the third dip here, and we go up and retest. And you can see here on previous Bitcoin, I believe this was about 700 to 1,000, so crazy percentage, but literally nearly the same. And then we have, this dump here. So, and I swear, let me try using this marker here. You could, okay, here we go. We'll use white. You can see right here where I demonstrate it, we have this dip, and we do the same thing right here. You drop, and then we have a little rally here. You get that rally. Okay, you get that rally here, but this time's bigger, and then a dump. Okay, and we're going to dump, and we're going to do something like this, but obviously the dump this time is going to be way bigger. Okay, and we're going to retest. We're going to retest that first breakout level, which is right here. Okay, we're going to close out that chart. Sometimes it gets annoying when you use these little marker tools, but it's to prove a point here. So we're going to see here, we're going to retest nearly the breakout point. Okay, right there at the first pullback is where we should pivot out. Okay, so that was nearly from $1,200 to $250. Okay, now we went from 20,000. Okay, so we'll do the math. Say 250 divided by $1,250. Okay, 20%. That's an 80% retracement. An 80% retracement on Bitcoin should be $4,000. Basing it off this. Again, if you guys don't know how to do the math, 20,000 divided by 0.8. Oh shit, no, it's times 0.8. It's late. Okay, it's a $16,000 retracement, giving it $4,000. Okay, which gives us right here. Okay, we have a pivot point right there. Okay, you see right before we really break out, $4,000 right here, defined right here, and this is the mark I'll start buying at or considering buying Bitcoin, 4,000, and that's not far away. Okay, so again, right here, delete that, is where I expect Bitcoin to go. And that's exactly what we've been playing out to do. Now we're going to change this back. We'll keep it light for now, but as you can see, we're just falling straight down. Bear trap or bull trap right here. People were saying, oh, it's going to be a good buy. We're going to go back to 8,000. Didn't do that. We were saying that here on the channel. It was a bull trap. So it was a bull trap based off one thing and one thing only. Okay? We had this was the trap right here where it was bullish engulfing, but it was very low volume, not even almost similar to that daily candle volume. And then we have very low volume from this sell-off. You see the sell-off? Huge. And then just low, and we get lower as we increase higher. As you can see, you want higher volume. You want higher green bars than red bars on green days. So green days, while the price is going up, you want more people to buy. It's simple as that, because a lot of people have the misconception of when something is rising in value, there's just more buyers than sellers. That is kind of the point, but there's always a seller to every transaction. You just want more people willing to buy at higher prices, okay? It's not always it's a supply and demand thing, but the demand has to be there to demand higher prices. Once the demand leaves the market, the supply will come down and meet an even demand. That's how free markets work. It's a very simple concept, just don't confuse yourself. And you can see no one's willing to buy, and then we start getting a lot of selling here, okay? And it's dropping quickly, showing unwillingness to buy. And now we're going to hit new lows, break these lows, and probably bounce right about here, which is what we've been saying the whole time in these streams. So right here, about 5,000 to 5,500, we're going to get a little dip up, and then a crash back down to 3,500, giving us a good Bitcoin buy around September, around July to September, depending on the crash point. So target area to buy Bitcoin is definitely 4,000 to 3,500. We'll mark that right here. Buy Bitcoin here. Okay? This is a simple spot to buy Bitcoin. Okay? Because it's not going to retrace the whole move because some of the move was legitimate, but it's going to retrace most of the excessive move. Okay? It'll trace up to the second breakout is where I'm anticipating it. And that's the same thing that's happening on Ethereum as well. Now, Ethereum, I think, is going to be a little worse because Ethereum really, they got their smart contract, concept going for them. Okay, we're gonna make the screen a little bigger. I apologize about that, but they're really not really being used. Okay, and Ethereum was big with Vladimir Putin and all this stuff, but he's not using it, and no one was saying anything about that. So I don't know what's gonna go on with them, but we'll see. We'll really see where it's gonna go. It should be interesting. Okay, but you can see. That all of these cryptos are having trouble holding their gains, especially Ethereum. Okay, and it's great. It's great. It's a great opportunity for you to short. Okay, it's a great opportunity for you to short. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just watching the views here to make sure we're all good and the stream's looking good. Okay, but it's a great opportunity for you to short, and that's why anyone who's new here, I know we have a lot of viewers here, 20 viewers. Subscribe to the channel, get notified because I've been saying this for a while. Could have shorted Ethereum at 620, 615 and made a ton of profit with JAFX, and it's still going to go down. Ethereum's going to go down to 360. I do not doubt it because the sentiment is just not there. There's no one willing to buy. It's all selling. It's just all selling, and you can't fool yourself. I'm sick and tired of these YouTubers who are just coming in and typing in, bullish Bitcoin or bullish Litecoin or bullish this, and giving you, drawing triangles on a freaking 10-minute chart or 5-minute chart and going, well, this is a descending triangle right here. So you can see this is a vertical line, right here, or we'll delete that, sorry. Okay, and they'll draw a trend line right here and say, okay, well, this is just a higher low. Yeah, it's a higher low for now. And they'll go, okay, well, this is a descending triangle. You can see that. It's descending, and yeah, it looks good. Well, when it breaks that, who's going to pay you back? Who's going to pay you back? Who's going to pay you back for following this guy's advice? And I'm not saying follow my advice. I'm saying take what other people are saying and take it and rationalize it and make it and ask them for the facts. You want facts, no problem. No problem, man. Ask them for the facts. And if they can't give you the facts, then their motives are not, there's, I don't know how to say this, but their motives they're conflicting each other. There's a self-interest issue there. Because why are they making the video? Ask yourself, really. Why are you making the video? I make videos because I like to share it with people and hear what you guys have to say. I like to help people and educate them, and you kind of build a branch of community, and I do enjoy making money off videos. It's a nice little profit. But a lot of these YouTubers ran on cryptocurrency. We'll talk about that. A lot of YouTubers ran on cryptocurrency to make money off YouTube ads, and that's what people want to hear. Bullish Bitcoin, bullish this. No one wants to hear bear market, so that's why we weren't getting views here. Okay, but if I talked bullish on Litecoin or Bitcoin, people would love it, and it would get a ton of likes and everything, but I do not like lying and talking shit out of my ass when I know it's going to go down. And that's the thing. And you got to understand when there's a conflict of interest and you don't know their motive because you're telling yourself a random story and rationalizing it and thinking it's right, you're going to prove the facts to yourself. And you're going to think these opinions are facts, and it's just going to screw you. And it's sad. Will we go up to 18K? Not now. Not now. Bitcoin will not go up to 18K now. It could, but I'm not here to predict. I'm not here to predict long term. There's going to be different situations that are going to happen, but I do see, a dump and then a flat line and going up once the stock markets crash. Once, no problem. Ricardo, thank you for joining. Please like the video and share it. Subscribe. Go like the past video. I just uploaded one. If you guys want to watch that, check that out. Where I kind of demonstrated the crash before it happened. This little crash, which is not a lot, but it's still a profitable crash that's going to make you some money. So if you want to like that video, go ahead. But basically, I think Bitcoin's going to come down. We're going to retrace, and we're going to stay easy for a little bit. And a lot of cryptos will start taking on their own personality. like EOS. EOS was just a big. They're not doing anything great. Nothing's going on with EOS. I think Ripple is the one that's gonna really leave the market, and the only reason why I believe that is because it's being used. There's gonna be volume with the banks, and it has a use case, and Bitcoin does as well. Bitcoin's use case is the blockchain that works. It's effective, and there's no central authority behind it. There's no central authority. If you look at the Ricardo, I mean, I feel like you're just telling yourself that. That's what people said when we were at 15K, to go back to 20. It's don't fool yourself. There's a lot of fraud going on with Bitcoin, and there's no way people are going to be buying here. But we'll see. I don't like to speculate on the price. It's just an obvious higher low, where we demonstrated that here in the past streams, and I think we're going to break lower. It's just the price is telling me that volume's extremely low, and we want to talk about this very quickly. Once Bitcoin's price settles out, people are going to start to come in the market again. It needs to cheapen out. People need to, the miners are controlling the whole market. It's centralized. Bitcoin is centralized beyond the miners and controlling the power. And you got to understand, once that settles out, it's going to allow regular people to invest. But gold, honestly, better investment. I don't care what you have to say. Gold has a use case. It could be used as jewelry. It's been used as a form of currency across the world for centuries and centuries, and silver as well. And Bitcoin hasn't. It's been used for 10 years, and it's more speculation than anything. But hey, will Bitcoin maybe settle out and become a long-term use case with the blockchain and the history behind it? Yes, but right now it's still speculative, and there's still too much fear and uncertainty and doubt and criticism and price manipulation because it's going on. I don't care what you have to say. It's going on, and once the government comes out and says it's been going on, people are going to stay Ricardo, no problem. People are going to start going, wow, how do I know? And then the price will start going up because people will get bearish here. They're going to get bearish here and think it's just going to go back to $500. And then people are going to buy it, and they're going to get bullish again, causing another bubble. That's what happened. But just expect a flat line for a while. I mean, we flatlined for so long, so just expect a flat line for a while. And I think XRP, hate it or love it, it just has a use case, and that's why I think it's going to go up. And I think XRP and potentially XLM will go up because they have use cases. And I think there's going to be bank coins that are going to outperform Bitcoin and outperform other markets in cryptocurrency. And we'll start to see blockchain taking up a new toll. Okay, we're going to have the one or two currencies that are going to really take on another head in this battle. And the rest are just going to quiver and die. And most of them already are. So let's go to the coin market cap. Okay. And we can even look at the order book here. Yes, XRP is very strong because there's a use case. Banks are using it. You guys got to understand that. And look. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, we just had a huge seller pop up on the ask. I don't know, he just disappeared. Go to medium. You could see just a ton of selling coming in. But let's go to the coin market cap. Okay. And what are we at? We're at 319 billion. We're probably gonna go back to Bitcoin's probably gonna go under 100 billion. Okay, sorry, I'm shooting out a text here. Ethereum under 56, under 60 billion. But XRP, holding steady, and I think XRP is going to have a good use case because it's already being used, okay? And a lot of these coins that used to be over $1 billion are starting to lose their focus, and the only thing that's really doing well was Binance Coin, and that's failing. So we're just all going red. Lisk, everyone was hyped about that. That's at $7.80. I remember that was at $30. EOS, where's EOS? EOS is at $13.11. Cardano at 18 cents when that was almost $1, okay? Neo, $48 when it was almost like $200. Monero, that was at like $400, and now it's $145. So you guys gotta understand, a lot of these coins are gonna die because there's no use case to them. They're just scams. Bitcoin Private, Bitcoin, these are just all scams. Walton Chain, scams, okay? And you guys gotta understand this. Once these scams are gone, okay, then we'll start to see real currencies come out, and real companies are making real currencies right now. And once that happens, we're going to have a lot of greatness come out of blockchain. But right now, it's a lot of uncertainty, and why you should take advantage of that is shorting it. because shorting it will make you money. And you want to trade. You don't want to fall in love. This is not, an engagement party. This is not, a marriage. You want to just make money. And a simple way to do that is creating a plan. And that's what we discussed, creating a simple plan on how to execute your trade. It's very simple. Write it in a journal, write it in something else, or just go here, 1-step trading plan. Okay, stocks. Okay, I have one right here. Let me pull it up for you. I'll show you a good one that you can honestly use, and then you can go from there. And it's a very, very simple trading plan. We'll pull it up right here. I got my folder here. I'm going to get you the exact name so you guys can start using it. It's called the Desire to Trade Desire to Trade Trading Plan. We're going to talk about this, and this might help you set up a trading plan. Right here, Desire to Trade Trading Plan. This is not what I made. This is someone else's, but it's a good resource to use, okay, to make money. And this is actually used for Forex, but it could be used in helping you, okay? So you can use this. You can use his price action signaling, which might be helpful to you. But I just used the 1-day trading plan, okay? And you sign up, and they send you this 1-day trading plan, and they just take your email. Just unsubscribe to them if you don't want it on there. But it's a 1-day trading plan, and it might help you set up your your success when trading, because you need to have a plan. You're trading in a business, okay? And a business always has a plan, or it fails, okay? So that's why a lot of traders lose, because they have no plan. No plan. You're not going to be a man when you're making a decision. You're going to be emotional, and when you're emotional, you're not making rational decisions, okay? And this is how it's going to look like. I have it right here, okay? What the hell? Sorry, we're just doing this live. Plan. All right. I don't know why it's not popping up, but I literally just had it. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Oh, why is this so annoying? Let me find it for you guys. Trading. Well, you guys get the point. I don't need to find it, but it's a trading plan, and it looks very similar to this. This is it right here, but it's just not popping up on my computer, and I really don't want to show it, but here it is. This is it. We'll open this in a new, that was easy, okay? This is how it looks like. You write down your plan. Sorry about this. So why is BTC drop? How low BTC drop to? See, that's the problem, man. You're pointing to the problem. You're the problem. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna point you out right here. I'm not trying to be a douchebag, but that's the problem, because people are asking questions like that and they don't take the time to study. Okay, and I'm not trying to be a douche here, but be damn, I need to prove an example. Okay, people continue to ask that. How low will BTC drop to? How low will Bitcoin go to? Because they don't want to make a decision for themselves. Learn how to read technical analysis, because Bitcoin has been screaming bull trap for so long, and it's been making lower highs for so long, which is the most bearish sign ever. If you just read one book, Trend Following, it's a trend. The trend has been down since December, and I've been pointing to that. You just have to short it when it's right. Bitcoin, I'm anticipating Bitcoin to retest the first pullback from the rally from July, which will be about $3,500. Okay, when that's going to happen, it might be July, it might be August, it might be September. We'll see. I don't like to call dates. I don't like to predict. I like to anticipate what I can put probabilities in my favor. Put probabilities in your favor. This is a probabilities game. That's why mathematics, quants, using that in finance will help you win. Do not gamble. A lot of people are pushing this gambling thing to a whole new level, and it's ridiculous. Blockchain is great. It's amazing, but a lot of people don't even understand it. Do you know what a hash is? A hash, for people who don't know, is a digital signature on a block. It's just that. It's a digital signature to confirm that this block was mined correctly, and this transaction went through, and here's the hash, which is digital signature, which is related to the first block, the Genius or Genius block or whatever. Sorry, I'm kind of dyslexic, but Genius, or what is it called? Genius. I got it on my tongue here. Whatever. It starts with a G. It's Genius or Genius or something. GENES. Whatever. I don't care. But it's that first block that's made, and it's mined back to that block, and it creates the hash, and they're all very similar with a digital signature, so you can tell that the transaction happened. It's very simple. There's YouTube videos that tell you how it works. That's how I learned it. So blockchain's very cool, and using Microsoft Azure, I believe Azure, you can make your own blockchain. Okay, Genius or Genius block. Okay, sorry, it's late, and I'm kind of retarded. I'm just kidding. I'm not. But I'm a math guy. I'm not a freaking English major. Okay, but anyway. I know people are going to make fun of me because of that, but it's whatever. So right here, you can see this is going to trap the bulls. We're going to get a little rally here, and then we'll start dumping maybe into tomorrow or the day after. But you guys get the point. I don't really want to keep rambling on about that, but it's a very simple concept, exactly what BDSMstore.com pointed to, because he probably doesn't know much about trading or investing. And that's okay, but you cannot buy an asset, something you don't know about. Are you gonna buy something you don't do the research on? It's just foolish, okay? It's like people taking on debt that they don't know the interest rate to. You would call someone dumb for not doing that, but people do it, and that's their fault, okay? So you guys gotta understand, when you're trading an asset like this, it's very speculative, it's very risky. And you got to understand there's a lot of risk when looking at an asset that's increased over 2,400 times or 24 times over the course of a year, and it's still up over 6 times. And you have Ethereum, which is up at these current prices, and it's probably bouncing right now, but Ethereum's just gonna die. 563 started 2017, so this time 2017, it's up about 4 times, but the start of 2017 it was only $7 to $10. Okay, so it's still up 56 times, which is crazy. And people are still evaluating it at this level. Well, as an industry and as a cryptocurrency is used as a currency. Tell me any of these currencies that you've actually traded for goods and services. None of them. I guarantee anyone in this chat never used Bitcoin, EOS, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Ripple, Stellar, Cardano, none of them to trade for a medium of exchange. Maybe once, but back when Bitcoin was used for drugs, that's when it was used for, and it was working. And then it became a speculation type asset where people gambled on and made a ton of money, lost a ton of money, whatever. So Ripple, I think, is going to last because it's cheap. It's going to be used as a form of fiat to fiat cross-border payments, and it's going to allow people to transfer out of these currencies that are depreciating. Wrong, I do constantly. Well, maybe you're the exception, but I'm just telling you, most people don't. You got to get my point. I'm trying to observe. Okay, we get it. The prices are high. Yeah, but I guess people and Tom, I know I'm repetitive, but you got to understand. There's just people who are fed up with nonsense for the last 6 months, so I'm trying to get through to people. Once these currencies, time to buy. Okay, well, good luck, man. That's what they said at 7,600 when they said it was going to 8,000. Good luck. You're buying something that's down 8%, and you're buying something that's down over like 50% from its highs. That's terrible. Regardless, I'm just letting you know, once these coins start being used as currencies, that's when I want to invest in them. Okay, you guys gotta understand, there's no use case. Why is the volume in there to make US dollars? The reason, and this is the clearest point I'm gonna make, okay, for anyone who wants to listen. The only way you define the cryptocurrency is by the dollar value. If it dropped to $500 and you bought it at $600, you'd be shitting your pants. Well, if you actually believe in the cryptocurrency, why don't you hold it down to $1 or 100 or 50? Okay, if you bought Ethereum at 1,400, why aren't you still holding it? You probably sold because you got scared. You're gonna lose your US dollars. Because why? Your US dollars are more valuable to you because there's use cases, they're accepted. They can buy you a car, food, shelter, than Ethereum can. Okay, Ethereum's just an asset you trade. It's like paper to you. It doesn't exist. Once these coins can actually physically exist and be used from human to human in exchange across the world, where the average consumer uses it to exchange for goods and services, that's when it's going to add value to it. Okay, and you guys got to understand that. Bitcoin is probably going to do that once the bubble settles out. Ethereum, I don't think so much. I think something else is going to take its place. Ripple, I think it's doing well with all these big banks using them. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm making money right now short. Okay, I've been talking about this for a while. But I'm just letting you guys know that there is an opportunity still at hand here. And it was very easy to call. Okay, but mate, when the prices were 40 up, they're expensive. Some got 1,000 stuff. So what is expensive and what is cheap? Well, okay, but man, when prices were 40 up, when they were expensive. Some got 1,000x. So I mean, do you want to speculate or do you want to invest? That's the question. Right now, it sounds like you just want to speculate. I mean, do you know what pattern this is on the daily chart? This is a complete bearish flag. This is a bear flag. It's like, let's show you right here. Does this not look exactly the same? Like, this is a pattern that's used in stocks and commodities that directly reflects what Bitcoin's doing. Okay? Flagpole. It's a flagpole right there, and we'll demonstrate this in a different color for you. This is Technical Analysis 101. Okay? Do that in yellow. Then do 2 flagpoles. Boom. Okay. We'll do 1 more. Boom. And these are the lows. That's where we're testing. You can see it pretty clear on the 4-hour chart that this is a complete bear flag, and it's going to start to break right here, and that's why it's bouncing here, because it's going to trap bulls. They're going to think this is a higher low, like usual, and then just dump, okay, like it did on the hourly. I'm thinking Ripple, honestly, 30 cents would be a good base point, but this is just a bear flag. And I'm sick and tired of people just saying, oh, well, it's going to go up. It goes up $200 on Bitcoin, and they think the world's changing when, when Bitcoin was trading at these values, this was a great time to trade in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Make $1,000. Go ahead. You think we have a new path to the trend line? It might take, one try. It might take one try. Right now, the Asians just sold off, and once the U.S. people wake up, it's going to go on. But using Mom, speaking, what are you saying? I don't think it's wrong, but on long-term scenario, I mean, what is short-term and long-term? Are you short-term speculating for like 15 to 20 minutes? I mean, I don't think Bitcoin's even profitable to trade as a short-term trade, and that's day trade. It's just not profitable unless you want to make like $200, $300, $400, but you're putting a lot of risk on the table, which is okay. But I just don't have the money to do so, and I'm trying to. That's my target audience is the normal consumer. But you can trade it. We miss so much. Well, that's you're guessing. That's Tom. You're control. You're making a decision based off emotions. Okay, that's not good. You guys got to understand. It just failed to hit another new high. Why would you go long? Why would you put your principal at risk like that? That's my question. When you put your principal at risk and it's at risk of losing it all, or close to losing it all, regardless if you have a stop loss, why are you putting yourself at risk like that? Go buy a semiconductor company that's going and hitting new highs right now. Go buy AMD. Go buy Nvidia. It's risky, but hey, they're hitting new highs. Not like Bitcoin anymore. Okay, it's still in the tech space. Buy something that's hitting new highs because it shows it could hit it again. Buy a Chinese stock. Why are you jumping into these investments? Because you're falling in love with the currency. Wait, just wait. Have patience. Because right now, it's a bear market, and it's shown it over and over since the start of 2018. That's a bear market. Boom, bear market. Fail to hit new highs, 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 fail to hit new highs. What's happening? Lower lows, lower lows. So it's just, I don't want to be like, the breaker of bad news, but like that's just what's going on. And no one on YouTube is saying it, and that's what I'm trying to get at, because no one wants to admit to it. No one wants to be a pessimist. That's what no one wants to be a cynic for a minute. And it's not really being a cynic. It's just being a realist. You got to be real with yourself. Bad things happen in the world, and this was obviously manipulated. You have to understand. People manipulated Bitcoin to raise the prices here, and once you could go short Bitcoin at 20,000, people were shorting it. It was an easy trade, and you have to understand that. So don't be a fool. If you don't know what you're doing, don't invest, don't trade. Why? Why are you gonna put yourself at risk like that? That's my question to you. Why? Okay, it's not a good opportunity right now to buy, and you'll see that, and it'll define itself. And you can criticize me all you want, but it's just one green candle, and people are going crazy. But hey, if you bought on this green candle, if you look back 4 hours later, you're down a couple $100. So it's understanding that. And right now, cryptocurrency is in a bear market. And I think this is going to start to play in to the stock market as well, because the stock market is still running up, but we're coming to the months where the stock market starts to hit a toll. Oliver, it's just going to depend, but I think we're still going to break down and hit new lows. We failed to hit new highs here right out the market structure, and I mean the odds and the probabilities are in. Yeah, exactly, Tom. Good. But Oliver, it's just we failed here. Like, I mean, let's use probabilities, the law of averages, okay? And every time Bitcoin has failed to hit a new high, it's hit one time, hit a new low. But this was the fake out. But it closed below a new low. So every time it failed to hit a new high, it made a new low, and it closed below that. The candles closed below the former low. You can see that happened here. Okay, fail, boom here, failed, boom here, failed, boom here, failed, comes here, fake out, bull trap, boom here. Okay, closes below this level, and then fake out, boom, bull here, and then people think, okay, well, this is the low right here because they see the bull trap. This is where it engulfs. Okay, every time it engulfs, it made new highs, or went a lot higher, came here, and now we're just dropping. And I think we're going to close below. And that's just how I'm basing it off. It sounds simple, but that's TA. Just bought. We'll sell at 82.40. All right, be down. Come back here in about 2 days and let me know how you sold and where you sold at. And we'll talk later. But, Tom, I think the market is bear, but I'm saying waiting for new highs to get in is just, it's not, well, what if you can buy something at, 7,000? Yeah, maybe in 10 years you can sell it for 10. But what if you can buy it at 4,000 and sell it for 7,000 in a month? Why are you buying it now? And why put your money into it? I think the best investment right now is going to be Ripple once that settles out, because now once we hit new lows on Bitcoin, we go below $6,000 or $7,000. Okay, and support TA and support lines are not always going to work. Okay, you guys got to understand that the market's designed to fool most people most of the time. But understand, Ripple has already depreciated from its highs a lot more faster than other coins, and it's shown that it can hold these highs pretty well. That it's shown to hold this level pretty well. So once Ripple, comes down here to 25, 40 cents, that's going to be a good buy because it's being used. Okay, and I mean, I just feel like no one wants to admit that cryptocurrency is going lower and lower. But I mean, I just don't know why. We'll see. I mean, just look, Bitcoin just keeps going lower and lower. And the next stream tomorrow, I'll do one on Monday, and we'll be below these lows. It's just inevitable. I mean, you failed to hit new highs, and why are you buying it here? It's not an investment opportunity. It's just a failure to hit new highs, and it's a crap asset. And let me show you something that's actually a good buy, a stock, WTI. Okay, or not WTI, WIT, WIT. This is something. This fails, this makes a higher low. This is something, gets rejected here. This is a range. It gets rejected here around 7. So you sell here, you sell here, you sell here. But look, it's making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Double bottom here. That's a good buy. That's how you take a buy. Okay, but Oliver, you're not supposed to short so low. You're supposed to short higher when people are buying and thinking it's bullish, and then sell into the sell-off and buy back into the sell-off. That's how you short. But you can see, here's a good pattern. It's just higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. This is a bullish company. And, that's a good company to invest in. Right now, sub 7K. Yeah, we're going to break down the sub 7K probably. And you can see even on the weekly. Sorry, we're going to use a different chart because this one's all fucked up. But on the weekly here, we're just going to break down lower because we already engulfed. And the week, we were up here and we just engulfed. Every time it engulfs the previous red candle, we usually break lower. So I think we're going to break down and touch about 5,400 here. Oh, that's the euro. Sorry. BTC US dollar. We'll use something that I don't have all these crap. Okay, we'll probably come down here and test these lows because we always fill these wicks, and we're probably going to come down here and fill 6,000. We always fill the wicks. Have you noticed that? We fill the wicks. We fill the wicks. So I think we're going to fill this wick right here by the end of the month, and you could see that probably on the monthly chart a little easier, that we filled this wick, and you can see it opened up right here, and we're just going to fill down to about right here and possibly right here. This is where I see the support right there, about 3,500, so probably right here to this body, and that's just a perfect bubble pattern. Pretty clear. Okay, and that's really it, guys. We're getting a little bounce here, but it's into the night on low volume. I don't see this holding up. You know, it looks okay. I don't see this holding up. We're probably going to test this level again. You short right here, boom, it dies. It's going to do the same thing it's done before. And that's it. I mean, that's what cryptocurrency is doing. It's a flash crash on that cryptocurrency regulation. We have 25 viewers here. It's great. I love it. I love it. I hope you guys are having a great day. Up on this coffee, so we got a lot to talk about. Do you guys have questions, send them my way. Send shoot out a quick text message. Okay, yeah, it's just not. I mean, like, we're getting this bounce, and this is where people are going to think, oh, let's buy here. And they are, and there's going to be a little trade, but I think that's all. That's all that's going to happen. We'll see what happens. I think the market is bear, yes, but there's a lot to profit on. I mean, I think you're taking a big risk for $6 on Ether, or a couple dollars on Bitcoin. I think the short is probably going to be the best. Short is the best. Yeah, you can get a lot of profit on stocks. You just got to know how to trade them, man. Cryptocurrency is not as volatile as it used to be. Laguna Beach. So again, they'll put, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think if you're going long, I mean, go long here. What kind of profit are you going to make from that? Honestly, tell me. I mean, back up to 575, that's it. No problem, Tom, no problem. Make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. I think Bitcoin's going to try to retest 7,300. I'll let you know right now. XLM, I think it's a good coin. It just needs to have more of a use case. These coins have to be used by everyday people. But you can see Bitcoin, it's going to get rejected here and fall down and probably try to test 7,300, but I don't think it's going to make it. Ether, a little more volatile. It's going to try to test 570, not going to make it. None of these coins are going up. I think BNB is probably the best coin because it's always going to make money. I think it's going to continue. I mean, I don't think this drop's over yet. I really don't think this drop's over, my friend. And BNB, look at that, 1460. So BNB is the one you should be trading because BNB was going up a lot more than other coins. And BNB has still has such a good pattern because they're reducing the supply and people are constantly buying and using Binance to trade crypto regardless of what you want. So if you want to invest in something, invest in BNB. All honesty, invest in BNB. Because the lows are there and it's a tradable asset. This is the one you want to day trade because look at it. I mean, look at that bounce. 1460 to 1520. That's easy money. Okay, and it's making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and it's kind of not following the market as much. It looks great. So BNB, another great currency because they're going to keep cutting the supply every few months. Okay, so every quarter, just keep that in mind. Very different. So BNB probably the best investment along with XRP soon. But right now we're just getting a temporary bounce. I don't think there's anything crazy. XLM, wait for other cryptos to bottom and then buy XLM when they have good bottom. Does anyone else have some more questions? So that's really all. That's what I see. I think we're gonna hit new lows soon. I think this is just the start to the crash. It's the same thing that happened before. We'll see, brother. We'll see. You see green for now. I mean, you're already getting rejected here. Let's look at the 15-minute. You're already getting an engulfing red candle here. If that holds, it's going to hit lower lows. So we'll see. I just think Bitcoin's going to keep dropping and hit new lows by the next 2 weeks. Not the next 2 weeks. It's probably going to hit new low this week into the new week, and it's going to be great for shorts. So if you're short, good luck. I think you're in the driver's seat. If you're long, I don't think you're going to do too well because obviously we're failing. Hey, what's up, Bulbul guy? We're late stream. Everyone's here. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We even got some more viewers. But you can see we're bouncing off the support, which is where we bounced here. It's just a rising trend line, and it's forming that beautiful flag. That beautiful flag, okay? The bear flag. And we're probably going to try to bounce here, okay, maybe temporarily up to about here at 7,300. People are going to think it's bullish, and then boom, we dump. Okay, or we just dump now or in the next few hours. So I don't know what you guys have to think, but I just think Bitcoin's failing. And again, the longs always get the benefit of the doubt because it's easier going long than shorting. You can't short Bitcoin easily. Only a few brokers allow you to. Coinbase, if they let you short Bitcoin, it would have been 3,500 by now. Okay. I mean, it's not even bouncing here, and a lot of people are blaming the CFT demands data from exchanges related to Bitcoin price investigation. That is the big news here. Okay, so we'll read this. The swelling rumors regarding major price manipulation taking place wouldn't surprise a lot of people providing infurious activity, easier said than done. The manipulations linked to the launch of Bitcoin futures introduced such vehicles several months ago. While Bitcoin futures are not spectacular or popular, they do play an integral role in the market. The same problems from 4 key exchanges: Coinbase, Kraken, Bitstamp, Ibit. So they're saying Coinbase, Kraken, and Bitstamp and Itbit are people are using that to mess with the market. So it's kind of crazy. Yeah. Well, you gotta. Hey, what do you want?
What do you want to eat?
Don't worry about it. Anyway, so you guys gotta understand. JAFX. Well, JAFX does work. It's just hard to log in. Just go to your trading account and you'll find your login data there. But it's pretty easy. All right, yeah, no problem, man. Take it easy. Take it easy. Got about 29 viewers here. It's awesome. But yeah, everyone here, just make sure to subscribe. Turn on notifications. We go live every time. What is the real when the price just drops like very quickly? I'd say a flash crash. A lot of people are calling this a flash crash. I think more a flash crash is something like this, where we drop like that. Look at that. We even gap down there, just really fast. That's a flash crash right there, and that was easy money. Flash crash on Bitcoin, and that's maybe a flash crash, but it's just when the price crashes very quickly in a short amount of time. But this would be equivalent to that because it crashed very quickly in a short amount of time. But we'll see. All right, we'll see. We'll see. It's my family. But yeah, that's really it, guys. That's all I have. I'm probably gonna bounce, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Good luck, BDOM store on your long. I hope you don't blow up your account, but that's it. Anyone who's viewing, please turn on notifications, even BDOM. Turn on notifications. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe. I'm gonna bounce here, so I'm about to go to sleep soon, but we'll talk about this tomorrow. So turn on notifications, leave a like, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Later, guys.